Hey orchestra students, we're here for lesson 13. Now is a good time for me to tell you that if you did not watch lesson 12 yet, I'm going to ask you to stop where you are right now, go back and please watch lesson 12. In lesson 12, I go through all the details of how to hold the bow and how to form your best bow hold shape. So again, if you have not watched lesson 12, please go back and do that now. If you're ready to move on to lesson 13, let's gather what we're going to need for class. Today you're going to need your rosin, your instrument and your bow, and also your Essential Elements book. If you don't have a copy of this book, there are PDFs on Google Classroom labeled EE Book 1. In our class today, we're going to be bowing some games together, bowing some rhythms on open strings, and then playing something called Rosin Raps. And in the Rosin Raps, we're going to be learning some really important concepts for string players. We're going to be learning about down and up bows, and quarter notes and quarter rests. So gather what you think you need for class, and let's get started. If you're ready to begin, let's grab our bows. And let's remind ourselves of where is the balance point on our bow. It's about 6 to 8 inches from the frog. So with the frog on the right side of my body, let me balance my bow at the balance point. Once I've located the balance point, I'm going to take my right hand fingers and on the bow stick form my most beautiful bow hold shape that I can do for today. If I'm playing violin, again, that pinky is on top of the bow stick. If I'm playing cello, we've got just that one kind of toenail down in the water. Really important is that everybody's thumb knuckle is bent out like this. You can do a quick elevator button thumb check. Make sure you're making contact with the thumb really close to the fingernail, not on the pad. So once you've gathered your best bow hold shape for today, either pinky up or below, depending on your instrument, let's kind of hold our bow this way. We'll flip it so that the bow screw is pointing down. And we're going to write our names in the air today. So imagining that your bow screw is like a magical pen or pencil or marker, let's trace our names in the air. And keep your best bow hold shape while you do that. Okay, I just wrote my name, Miss Dagan. I'll give you a second to write yours. If you're done writing your name, maybe you might want to write the name of one of your best friends. After writing those names down, let's just take a look at our bow hold shape and make sure everything stayed just how we want it. We want these soft and rounded fingers staying pretty close together. None of them are really like spread very far apart. And again, check that thumb shape. So pause and check your bow hold shape. All right, let's write one more name. So we're going to rotate back up here. Let's write the name of the school that you go to. So maybe that's Burbank School or Butler or Winbrook or Wellington. So write the name of your school now. And when you finish with that, let's put our bows down and shake it off. Shake off our hands. All right, the next thing we're going to do today is bow and one of our bow rhythms in the air. So let's form our best bow hold shape again at the balance point. Check the roundness of your fingers. Check your pinky placement. For cellos, it's this. For violins, it's this. Check your thumb, little elevator button test. And then let's flip our bow again so the heavy part, the frog, is pointing down to the ground. And let's play in the air our bow rhythm, Peanut Butter Sandwich. Move your arm and say the words with me. Ready and go. Peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter sandwich. Freeze right there. Check your bow hold shape. Soft rounded fingers. Pointer finger curved and resting between the first and second knuckle joint. A lot of times we see students kind of doing this. Curl the finger close to the rest of the hand. Okay, new bow rhythm. Flip your bow so that your bow screw is pointing to the ground. Let's do Dog Chase the Cat, one of my favorite rhythms. So join me when you're ready. Dog chase the cat, chase the dog, chase the cat, chase the, and freeze. Let's put our bows down, shake that off, and let's make sure now that we rosin our bow together. So let's open up our rosin, and then I want you to open your book to page 13 where it says Rosin Raps. Now, if you don't have a hard copy of your book, at this time I want you to open up the file on Google Classroom that says EE Book 1. So meet me when you're ready on the Rosin Raps in your Essential Elements book, page 13, or in the packet on Google Classroom. Let's move on towards playing some of our rosin raps. So we are actually going to bow directly on our rosin cake. Let's pick up our bow at the balance point with your best bow hold shape, and let's apply our rosin here, and let's just do a few practice swipes to kind of get warmed up here. Open your elbow to the right and then close it to the left. Open your elbow to the right and close it to the left. Pay attention to what direction you are doing. Listen to my voice. Open your bow to the right of your body and close it to the left. Okay, so look in your book and you'll see something that's called a down bow and an up bow. The down bow looks kind of like a table or a box without the bottom part there, and the up bow is like a V. And it says down bow, move the bow away from your body to the right. Up bow, move the bow toward your body to the left. Another way we can think about this is that the down bow is when we open our elbow, and the up bow is when we close our elbow. So if we can follow along with our rosin raps, we're going to say the instructions while bowing on our rosin. So number 37, or rosin rap 1, goes like this. Join me if you're ready. Bowing on my rosin, I'm going to say the words while I bow. Ready and go. Down, rest, up, rest, down, rest, up, rest, down, up, down, up, down, rest, up, rest, and freeze right there. At the end of this song, there is a repeat sign. The repeat sign is the double bar with the 2 dots. For now, let's just do it one time and then stop. So you're seeing some new symbols here. We have this 4/4, which means that we count 4 pulses in every measure. We're organized in groups of 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first note that we have is called a quarter note. In your other music classes, that would be like saying do, rest, do, rest. So our quarter note is our 1 pulse, and then we have that squiggly symbol, which means to rest for 1 pulse. So the new symbols are quarter notes, quarter rests, resting for 1 pulse. Our time signature 4/4 tells us there's 4 pulses in each group or each measure. And we have a down bow symbol and an up bow symbol. So let's practice that one more time, number 37 on our rosin. Get your best bow hold shape, line it up on your rosin cake, and say the instructions while we bow. Remember, the down bow is when you open your elbow. The up bow is when you close your elbow. Ready? 37, say it. Down, rest, up, rest, down, rest, up, rest, down, up, down, up, down, rest, up, rest, and freeze right there. Let's put everything down and shake it off. I'm going to ask you to practice the other 2 rosin raps on your own. So go ahead, pause the video now, and bow on your rosin just like we did, number 38 and 39, and come back when you're ready. Thank you for completing the rosin raps on your own. Now we're going to try them on our instrument. So instead of bowing across our rosin, we're going to put our bow in the sweet spot on the instrument and bow the rhythms and instructions that it says for each rosin rap. So gather up your instrument and come to playing position in 5, 4, 3, 2, put your bow on the D string, and 1. My bow's on the D string, it's in the sweet spot. So now I'm going to try bowing On rhythm, the Rosin Rap #1 instructions. Every note is going to be my open D, just because I'm picking it as my favorite note for now. There's no assigned note there. I'm just picking open D. Let's try it together. Ready? 37, go. Down, rest, up, rest, down, rest, up, rest, down, up, down, up, down, rest, up, rest. Freeze. Go to rest position. Bow comes to your right elbow. If you were playing, bow comes to your right leg. If you were playing cello, I hope you were finding your sweet spot just like that between the fingerboard and the bridge. Let's come to playing position and try number 38. Let's do it on our A string. I'm just picking my favorite note. Playing position, 5, 4, 3. Put your bow in the sweet spot. 2 on the A string, and 1. When it says rest, your bow is still. Okay? Otherwise, follow the instructions. Down means you're opening your elbow away from your body. Up means you're closing it back. Ready? Play 38 now. Down, up, down. Rest, up, down, up. Rest, down, up, rest, rest, down, up, rest, rest. Go to rest position. And let's move to number 39. Thank you. I hope you practiced these already on your own on the rosin, so they're not brand new. Playing position for number 39 in 5, 4, 3. Let's go back to the D string. 2 and 1. Ready? Play 39 on D. Down, up, rest, rest. Down, up, rest, rest. Down, rest, up, rest. Down, up, down, up. Thank you. Go to rest position. Bow comes to the top of your right leg. So your homework for this week is to practice the bow game of writing your name or writing somebody else's name with your best bow hold shape. Practicing some of your bow rhythms, maybe putting them on your instrument like Peanut Butter Sandwich and Dog Chase the Cat, playing them on open strings. And then practicing your rosin raps and paying attention to down bows versus up bows. Coming next is going to be a little quiz to check your understanding. First question of the quiz. I'm going to play something on my instrument and you're going to tell me why I'm performing it wrong from home. Okay, so pay attention. Hopefully your answer was, I was not bowing in the sweet spot. My bow was not here. My bow was way out over the fingerboard. We always bow in the sweet spot, no matter what our instrument is, in the sweet spot. Okay, let me give you another little quiz here. I'm in playing position. Okay, I'm going to bow a nice up bow for you now. Did I do it right? Was that an up bow? Aha, that was a down bow because I opened my elbow instead of closing it. Very good. Let's give you one more question here. What kind of bow is this? Is this a down bow or an up bow? I'll do it again. Is this a down bow or an up bow? For my cellists. Is this a down bow or an up bow? If you answered up, that is the correct response. Thank you, students. So let's do one last check of our bow holds before we go for today. Soft, rounded fingers. Pointer finger. I don't want to see anybody's pointer finger like this or like that. Curl, look around the corner at the rest of the hand. Pinky on top for violins, dropped below. one toe for cellos. And ever important is that flexible thumb. We want to really bend our thumb knuckle like that. All right, well, I hope to see everybody in live class soon. Happy practicing on your down and up bows and your rosin wraps, and see you next time.